Oh, what's up, you beautiful motherfuckers? So, have you ever wanted just some unkillable buffs that you can pretty much move to your will anywhere? If you do, then watch this video. You ever wanted some buffs that can tank towers for you while you hit them for free? Then yeah, go ahead and watch this video. Start off by saying that I did not find this glitch. We were on one of Samdadude streams. I'm sure you guys from my channel know who he is because most of you guys came from him anyways. But he was basically dicking around in a 1v1 with Poseidon and figured out that if you stand outside of this ring and like place the buff in your whirlpool, it'll actually pull them to it. Like most people know that, but you can just keep doing it. Like for example, you can just keep continuously pulling them until they're out, and then you can bring them anywhere. So I'm probably just gonna cut this, but you get the point. Let me just pull it a couple more times. Oh, I have beats. There we go. For the cooldown. And then once they get out of that circle, like there's nothing you can do to these things that will send them back, unless you hit them with like something that'll change their movement pattern, like that, like a knockup. You see, that'll send them actually back to the buff. But you can actually just use the whirlpool and drag them the whole way to wherever you want. And like, if an if someone on the enemy team, like if you're in a joust game, like this works on all maps online, like against other people. If you don't have a knockup, you can't move these things. Like these things don't they don't leave from damage. Like on her pillar won't send them back. We tested a couple things. Like from all we know, it's like only knockups that will send these things back. And the reason that I said that this was like a game-breaking glitch is because they don't just stand there. If you pull them into tower range, they actually tank the tower. And you can hit. They don't take damage. These things don't die. You can just smack the tower while the buffs camp it for you. And you can just pull the buffs as you take the towers the whole way through. And it's even worse on Conquest just because of how many, like, in Joust, there's like, it's gonna be pretty obvious if someone like is running off to a buff every time they have their whirlpool up. But in Conquest, it's a lot more discreet. Like you might not notice this for a while if someone's bringing a buff like halfway across the map to tank shit for them. So yeah, that's how you do it. But like, let's just go to what it can do. Okay, so this is pretty much all the buffs in the map buffed up into one big thing. You can't walk through them. Like they block movement, so you could actually use these things to cut off like a whole lane. They don't take damage. They're immune from everything. And there's only, like I said, there's only like, watch. If I knock these things up, I don't think we need them for anything else. If I
Don't do it.
if I use my wand on them, they all just disperse. They just run back to wherever it is you got them from. The mid harpies are going over there. This is the speed buff and the blue buff, I think. Yeah, the speed buff cuts off and the blue buff goes over. And you that's the only way if you have a knockup of some sort to get them to actually leave. So you could have this thing tanking essentially if they had like a team with no knockups, which would be actually kind of hard to do in Conquest. But in Joust it wasn't that hard. Like there was a Ravana on her and Zeus, and we just brought this into the tower, and there was nothing they could do about it. We could just smack their tower for free. There's a tier 1 up here, so obviously I can't do damage to it, but you get the point. Alright, so I'm gonna cut until we have this thing to the Phoenix. Alright, double whirlpool. Taking the oh Jesus, you were in my whirlpool, I forgot. Yeah, it does switch aggro if you like, if I like, it won't take it forever. It's not that broken. Alright, so we dragged it into the Phoenix. As you can see, the Phoenix is just zapping it up. It's taking no damage, and we are just hitting the Phoenix for free. And yeah, the Phoenix is not getting targeted us unless, of course, we hit the enemy Poseidon and then it'll target us. But yeah, this thing will take the Phoenix, and soon we will show you how it also tanks the Titan for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. Just pulling it into Titan range, and there you go. My man tanks Titans. So we can just sit over here. But remember, oh Jesus, you walked into it. Alright. Remember, if for some reason we hit him with a knockup, the Titan will switch to us and he'll run away. And also, they don't die from the well. That's just another fun fact that we learned in Sam's stream. For some reason, oh God! Well, you guys get the point. Yeah, I'll just cut when I'm back alive, but you get the point. They don't, like, these things are... Buffs are pretty beast. I'm just saying. You can do some pretty cool shit with buffs. Alright, so yeah, we pulled our buddy into the well, and he's getting smacked. As you can see, like, that little electricity, that's him getting hit, but he's immune. And he's also immune from the Titan because he's too far back, but if we do pull him out just enough, then yeah, the Titan will switch, and then we can hit the Titan for freezies. Alright, one last thing that we decided we wanted to test is if they will, if Fire Giant will aggro to these things, because if they do, this will actually be extremely ridiculous, so we will let you know in a second.
I was wondering what happened to the other one.
Alright, so we are pulling the mid harpy in, and the theory is that we are going to target the Fire Giant and then leave, and hopefully he's gonna focus onto the harpy, and we will be safe. So, alright, so he's aggroed on me. I leave. Alright, no. He does not target the mid harpies. We smack it, he targets me, he targets him, I leave. Yeah, okay. So this doesn't work on Fire Giant. I'm assuming it doesn't work on Gold Freight. We're not really gonna try it and knock it back to reset it. And yeah guys, that's been Poseidon's buff glitch, founded by Samdadude, presented to you by Trelli Relli, because Sam's lazy and probably wouldn't do it. Actually, he probably would. I don't know, but I don't really care. So yeah. Peace. That's what I usually say. Yeah, peace.